my channel. I was gonna try to do this, like jump in like this, but that didn't exactly work. But I gotta like calm down. Okay. Welcome to my channel, everyone. I hope your day is going great. If you're new here, hi, my name is Maren and I make all sorts of videos, but generally a lot of it's pole dancing related, beauty related, and self-improvement related. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, feel free to hit that subscribe button or give me a like. So today's video is going to be a video I've been wanting to make for a while, and it is pole dancing related. So hi. I'm a pole dancer if you're new here. I just want to talk about this topic and explain to you what happened because I think it's an important aspect of pole dancing to talk about. I think that a lot of what's out there, a lot of like pole dancing content out there shows like the, you know, the beautiful gracefulness of pole dancing. Like, you know, Instagram pole dancers and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't show what can happen if you go too crazy. I love pole dancing so much, you know, and I don't think people understand that. Jesus, leave Britney alone. So here we go. So if you're new here, if you don't know, I'm injured. It's not like I'm in pain. It's just like this like weird injury that I didn't even think was an injury. But I guess I'm gonna get to that. So here's what happened. So there I was. I think I was, I guess I've been pole dancing for 2 years, and I was alone at the studio because I was training to be an instructor and I had the key to the studio. I could go train by myself, which was fucking sick. I fucking love that. Sorry, I swear a lot. If you're new here, hi, I swear a lot. Deal with it. Click out if you don't like that. Like, I don't know. Anyways, so there I was alone at the studio, and you know, if you're a pole dancer, you know how fucking tempting and how much you want to learn this move called the Aisha, which is this move. Because, I don't know, it's just crazy. It's like kind of like a variation of the human flag, if you've seen the human flag. But it's just super cool. I'm like, oh fuck, I really want to do that. And like, no one had ever shown me how to do it or anything really, because guess what? Guess what, bitch? You weren't at the level to do it. So, you know, no one had showed me it because I wasn't at the level to do it. Like, I just learned like leg hangs and shit, which is like, not beginner shit, but it's like medium shit. Stuff, not shit. Anyway, so I was alone at the studio, I was feeling myself, I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking just try this. I'm not even gonna like fucking have I'm not even gonna have anyone show me it, I'm just gonna try it. And okay, so first of all, I probably have a sweat mark, but you know what? Guess what? I'm a human. But I'm gonna try to show you guys. I was debating on not wearing this shirt just because I had sweat marks. But then I'm like, I don't wanna do, like, I don't know, I wanna be real, and I'm a human. I sweat, okay? No one gives a shit other than me. I don't know. So anyways, there I was gonna do the Aisha. Try to say that like a million times or many times. Anyways, so I'm like standing in the Aisha thingy, and are you fucking good? Like, someone has a fucking tiny dick. Nothing ever happens in my town. Like, what is going on? Why? Or like in my neighborhood. That's so fucking distracting. I don't know if you can hear that. Why now? Like, why now? Like, all day something could have happened in my town and nothing ever happens. Not that this is an event, but like the neighbors have some car that's fucking loud that I've never heard before. Why now? Why now? I'm just waiting for him to rev the engine. I'm gonna try to ignore that the best I can. Anyway, so there I am. And mind you, with the Aisha, I was doing a handspring into Aisha. So that's going from the ground up into the Aisha. And you're supposed to, like, when you're first learning it, you're supposed to like jump a tiny bit, but mostly you're supposed to use your muscles. Like, it's not good to like jump into something like that. And I was like straight up just fucking jumping, and I don't have video clips. I know that I have them somewhere, but I don't know in what like abyss they're in. Like, they're somewhere, I don't know. Maybe I'll see if I can find them and put them here, but I was literally jumping into this, like jumping into it. I'll show you, if I can't find those, I'll show you a clip of, this isn't when I was jumping into it, like I'm actually using my muscles here. But yeah, when I did injure it, I actually was just jumping into it, like jumping, like fucking. Anyways, and you know, it's going fairly fine, and then I actually end up getting up there. But, and here's the big but, the biggest but of all. All of a sudden, you know, I'm upside down, and I'm leaning on this shoulder. This is the injured one. I'm leaning on it, you know, in this weird ass position, and I feel something like switch? I almost said witch. Something like, just like, you know, almost like it's being dislocated, like it just kind of moves. And I'm like, oh fuck. And then I go down again. And I didn't think much of it because it didn't hurt. Like, it wasn't like I was in pain, but something did switch around. Like, something happened. And this is how I know exactly when this happened. But any normal person, maybe not, because pole dancers are like hardcore, but any normal person or any person, I don't know, you would think that I would stop pole dancing after this, you know? You know, because something happened. I felt something switch around in my shoulder. You'd think that I'd be like, okay, time to not pole dance or time to like be careful. But what do? I continue for another year. Actually, a year and a half, I think. And not only that, I start trying to learn handstands and I start like doing... Bitch! Are you fucking serious? This is what I was waiting for. I'll try to talk over that small dick energy. Oh, they stopped. Would you look at that? Anyways, so I actually did end up learning this properly. This is the clip where I first learned it, and I actually am doing it properly, like the Aisha, and I was like, oh my god, I actually learned it. And never did I feel any intense pain in my shoulder. It was never like, oh my god, like I'm obviously injured, and I kept telling myself I wasn't injured, even though there always was this little offness. Something was off, something felt like weak, but I was like, oh whatever, it'll heal, you know, telling myself lies, you know, as one does. And I just kept going, and you know, some people said, oh, maybe you should go see a physiotherapist, and I'm like, I'm a poor bitch. Like, that was my excuse, basically. I thought it was a bunch of money to see a physiotherapist. Maybe it was in Canada, but now that I'm seeing one in Norway, it's actually not that expensive. Anyways, so yeah, I just continue to do shit, and I continue to put strain on my shoulder, and then finally, you know, I ended up moving back to Norway, where I live now. Hi, I'm Norwegian if you're new here. Yeah, I moved back to Norway, and I decided, okay, I gotta stop pole dancing. I have to stop now, like, because I knew something was off, and I stopped pole dancing, and it actually felt like it got worse. Like, I started feeling more, not pain, it's like, what's it called? It's called in Norwegian. It felt like achy, kind of a little bit achy, and sometimes when I'd be sleeping in, like how I usually sleep, it would like feel weird, and it would kind of click a bit. Oh, and it does make a clicking noise. The longer I've gone now without pole dancing, I feel it more. And I actually found out from my physiotherapist, because I finally did go and see a physiotherapist, I found out that you should keep training, but probably not pole dancing. So in a way, it was good that I continued, because he said that if not, it could actually get worse if you're not, like, training it. Anyways, I actually have a video, I totally forgot to say this, and this is totally like kind of out of left field, but I have a video. This isn't when I injured it, but it's actually, oh, fuck, I forgot to say, I was totally doing... This video is all over the place. Hi, I go off on tangents all the time. Not only did I not like have the technique in, I also probably didn't have enough strength and I jumped into it, but I also hyperextend my shoulder, which apparently you're not supposed to do. So that means I was holding it like this, like hyperextending. You're apparently supposed to like actually use your muscles, Maren. My non-existent muscles, just kidding. And so I was hyperextending it, and I have a video I want to show you guys right here where this isn't when I actually injured it. This is like sometime after I injured it actually, and you can see me hyperextending it, and because it's hyperextended, I actually end up like, it like actually shifted, like, and I like fall. Like, I'll try to zoom in on it so you can actually see, and it's because it's hyperextended. So if you're a pole dancer out there and you're doing the Aisha, make sure to not hyperextend your shoulder, because what happens then, and I think this is some of the reason why I got this injury, I can't believe I didn't mention this earlier in this video. What happens is you put all your weight literally in your shoulder because you're hyperextending it. You're not even using like your biceps and your muscles, right? So you're literally balancing on your arm, which is not what like, yes, you're using balance in the Aisha, but you're also using your muscles to balance. So if it's not hyperextended, like this isn't hyperextended, like I don't know if you can see. It's like kind of straight, but I had it like this, like just like fucking hyperextended, and so I was putting all this weight in this shoulder, and then like, click! Yeah. So before I go on to explain this, I guess I should say I'm technically, you know, I don't have any credentials. I'm not a pole dancing instructor, and I don't have any like physiotherapy education. Though I know from experience not to hyperextend. So here's a picture of how you're supposed to do it, and if you zoom in on her bottom arm, which is the one that I injured, was my bottom arm, my left one, you can see that she's not hyperextending it, like it's slightly bent. For comparison, here's a side-by-side of me and this woman, and you can tell that she has, it's just a micro bend, it's not like a huge bend, but you can tell that I'm just like overly extended. Also, you may have noticed that I'm doing a different variation. I'm doing elbow grip Aisha in that video, while this other woman is doing a twisted grip. However, overextending the arm is still not a good idea in either of those Aishas. So that's like the rundown, the lowdown, the rundown, the something, that summary of my injury. So I finally saw a physiotherapist, and he, at the point that I am right now, he thinks it's a labrum tear. However, I haven't had a scan yet. At the time of editing this, I actually have gotten my scan done. I just don't have an answer yet as to, you know, what's going on, because the medical system is taking forever. But I will be keeping you guys updated on my injury, so stick around for future videos on that. I think the next one is going to be an MRI vlog. But he says he thinks it's a labrum tear, and if it is a labrum tear, he says I quite possibly will need surgery. So I guess moral of the story, guys, pole dancers, people in general that do anything in life, really, not even just sport related, just like okay, so I'm all for, you know, working hard and doing a lot and being productive and, you know, grinding, but there comes a point where you're grinding too much and you get like almost like high on yourself and you think you can do shit that you can't, and whether you injure yourself mentally from doing that or you injure yourself literally physically from doing that, you're actually gonna end up setting yourself back many steps. Like, I guess you can see a similar thing with burnout, but whether it be physical or mental, like, I think that you have to also listen to yourself. Like, grind. I'm all for grinding, but also for balance. You need to be aware of what you can and can't do and how much you can push yourself and how much you can't. I don't know, like, it's hard to know, but I think what needs to be done in such circumstances, or just in general, is to take more time to sit down and reflect and how are you feeling, and, you know, think about the consequences of things, especially when it comes to sports. If you're not at that level yet and you try to do it, I guess just be patient is my point. Just be patient in general. Anyways, I guess that's the end of this video. I personally feel like this ended up being all over the place because I got fucking distracted by small dick energy. But I mean, I think I explained it, and I like I said, take home message is be patient. You will be able to do things in time. Don't injure yourself. Learn from my mistakes. Even though I know you're probably not gonna learn from it, because I've been warned about injuries a lot in pole dancing and I still went ahead and did it. So anyways, I want to include a top comment of the day, and it's again gonna be my friend Sharbs. She says on my New Year's resolutions video, she says, I watched this video and started making a list for 2020. Thanks for the motivation. And comments like this warm my heart, because if you don't know, if you're new here, part of the purpose of my challenge is to kind of try to be a light in someone's life, because you know that saying, be the change you want to see in the world? I like to make it be the light you want to see in the world. I just want people to like be excited about life and be motivated and like, I don't know, want to do better and like be better, and I don't know. I don't want to get emotional. But yeah, thanks for that comment. I'm glad that I could help you out with some motivation and be some sort of a source of light in your life, Sharbs. Yeah. And I hope I can be that for whoever's watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that subscribe button or give me a like. It really helps me out. And I'm almost at, or not almost, I'm like kind of almost at 1,000 subscribers. And that's kind of a goal of mine. So you can help me out by hitting that subscribe button. Have a wonderful day. Bye.